2020 January Studio Jantze Hangout. We'll get started here with a little bit of, what do you call that? Sketching. We've got things like this here. Thought we'd work a little bit tonight on things like this. This feels like it's like a Ford thing. It's a long life. You don't have enough quarters for that game. And if that's true, then, that's what it is. Let's see here. So, the best thing to do is to start with a sketch. And we'll just start sketching Ford here for a little while. Ford is Norm's friend. If you have never been around the Norm and know what's going on. We're on YouTube live chat, so there is a way to chat on YouTube, and then I can read them. I've got a screen over on my left here, and we'll do that first. It's Thursday, January 30th, 2020. And happy to have you along for a little bit of whatever's next. Oh, good evening. How are you? I am fine. Things are okay. Oops, I bumped the camera. The house is on the market. We're on our way to a full month of Norm Comics on Go Comics, and I have started all the sketches for the Patreon folks who were smart enough to be a patron of the Studio Jantze Patreon site, and then you get a free to run. Blah, blah, blah. How's things going there? This is a hands in pockets pose if I ever saw one. I've actually been having fun drawing Ford. I did a Chris the Wookiee gag the other weekend. I had to get out reference and practice Chris the Wookiees because I didn't know how to draw them anymore. You think you know somebody, but we'll get back to Chris. He's got more to talk about. There's quite a bit of Star Wars going on right now. Who thought that was still going to be around all these years later? I thought for sure we would be past that and kind of moving on to I don't know, what would we be on by now? We'd be on some new thing that hasn't been invented because it didn't get funded because Star Wars is still making money. But whatever. We all love Hush Puppies, don't we? And Chuck Taylor's. It's the same thing. We just want what made us feel good when we were 9. Okay. This style of pants isn't really around anymore. This whole baggy pant thing, that's very 90s. Let's go fix Ford here. Don't tell anybody I erased. Let's get out the, hang on, let's get out this monster. Oh yeah. I have to clean the wheels off my, I have to clean the wheels off. I lost my light. What were we talking about? My cleanliness? Yeah, okay, good. Anyway, I have to clean the wheels off the chair. I'm in a studio that doesn't have a rug under the desk. And after about 3 weeks, there's so many crumbs on the floor that it's pretty disgusting. So let's see, we got forward, we got, here's his hips right here. There's his hips over here. Here's his, pelvis. That's what I guess is what I mean. So his bones would be there. Okay, so then if you had pants that were a little skinnier because you're not in the 1990s anymore, your pants would look more like this. Okay, there we go. Have on some of them fancy shoes. $200 sneakers. Yes, house is on the market. Divorce was final 11 months ago, and so I'm in a 4-bedroom with a studio house. It's just too big, and there's no reason to be doing that. So got on the market. I thought I was going to have to cancel tonight. They went on the market at about an hour and 2 hours ago. I've already got 3 showings. So one of them was going to be at 6:45. I was like, yes, but they canceled. See, isn't that better? Look, he's got thinner pants on. Okay, very, very hip. And then we get this out, and we would. Which one is this? Oh, that's the dry one. Hold on. There's a bunch of these. Yeah, okay, let's see. See, I've got this here for this reason. Yeah. If you get the Jantze Studio Trash, you get these eventually. I did mail that off today. Oh, I got to post that photo. I took a photo of what's in there. There was a coffee cup in there with a Mr. Lux sketch. There was a old watercolor painting that I'm getting rid of. This is the time to join the Jantze Studio Trash thing because I am throwing things out. I made 2 dump runs last weekend. It was lovely. You get to go to the dump and then you throw stuff. I actually should probably write a joke about that because it was quite cathartic. Let's see what else is going on. Super Bowl Sunday. We have an open house this weekend if you want to come see the house here in Seattle. And Coco and I will be in a hotel all weekend just to get out everybody's hair. And normally I turn the page here, but, well, actually I probably have to for his nose. Let's see what else is going on. There's this impeachment thing going on, which, I'm really happy about, but sad about at the same time. You at least have to, in politics, I guess you have to do stuff that doesn't matter. It's part of the game. All right, so let's see. There's Fort's head. I got a little stress line there for you. He's Drew Norm's shirt on him. Oh shit! And look, his neck's not on the center of his body. Hold on. So let me show you what I'm looking at here. This is kind of a Professor Jantze draw over thing. See where that neck is? See where this shoulder is? So if we did this, you'd see we've got a head here, right? And his lower jaw's here, which means, the ear's here, and then his head would connect back here. And so the neck's in the right place, see that? So let's say the neck comes down like this, and it goes into the shoulders, but look, I got one shoulder here, one shoulder way over here. So look how short this one is, and look how long that one is. Now, if I was in a hurry, as I used to be always with daily syndicated strips, I would not give a shit about that at all. What we need to do is we need to move that over or pull that one in. So we'll do a little bit of both. And then it feels natural. And then secondly, I've got him in a norm shirt, but we'll give him a roll neck. I went to a. We have fishing stores, for like marine supplies here in Seattle because turns out there's a lot of water nearby, which I've never seen. So I went in this marine store, and the only reason I went in, it said, "We sell shit people who don't have boats want." That's what it said on the sign. So I went in there because I don't have a boat, and I don't want a boat. But I figured, who doesn't want a squall jacket for $400? So I didn't get that, but I did get a Smart Wool Wooby sweater. That's this right here. It's this sweater. I'm going to draw it for you. It's just this thing. And then it's got a little Smart Wool guy right here. That was the last of my Christmas money from my parents. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for Christmas. Because I never would have bought that otherwise. It was about $30 more than I would pay for a sweater. But the marine store, it turns out, they don't have sales. Sailors don't like sales. That's not funny. All right. Let's see here. We're going to keep inking. We fixed the shoulder. See the difference? Now it did move his center of balance over. See that? So now it looks like he's going to tip over. Here's a thing I used to teach my students at SCAD, if you want to learn this, which is there's lots of things that go on, but when you're drawing a character, you have like these lines of action. Okay, and this is old animation stuff, and so if you want somebody running, you do something like this, right? And so this foot's forward, and then this arm would be forward, and this arm's behind here, and so here's a nice little running pose, right? Real simple. But what happens is, look where that head is. So heads, when people are stationary, heads, because of gravity, heads have to be over feet. Otherwise, people fall over. And so when I move that shoulder over, look, it's starting to get past the feet, which is fine. But then I need a counterbalance, which means that something else is going on. So, and when people are running, let's say he's not even touching the ground here, you can still see there's a balance, even though, see how far out the feet are from the head? There's this triangle always, kind of like 1, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. Does that make sense? So if I'm going to do this, you can see here that there's all this weight coming down, and there's a spine in here like this, and then there's a pelvic bone here, right? And then the feet or the knees are curving, the bones are in there curving like that, all right? So he could do that. That's not too bad. But that's why that shoulder was up a little before. It was over there, and so to fix this drawing, what I should maybe do is pull that shoulder back in and push it over here. But then that's going to feel weird. Or I could thin his shoulders, and then that's going to feel weird because Ford is a little bit more of a broad-shouldered guy. I'd say he's about 5'11", 5'10", 5'11", 195 pounds, and naked. So yes, I'm looking over here. Yeah, I'm staying in Seattle. I'm just moving closer. I'm actually going to move into Seattle. I'm 20 miles out of town. So anyway, back to this. You can see here I got this and this. So what we could do is we could move the foot over, but that's dumb. So instead what we can do is we can counterbalance by moving this foot out and then have him actually lean on this foot. So we would, instead of bending this foot, we could do this. Here's the pelvis here. We could lock that knee a little bit and just make this straighter. Okay? Watch this. Doot, doot. Move that over again. And then move this foot out. And this one then is balanced because he's now put all of his weight on this back heel. I just lost my eraser. And then we do this. I don't like that. Hang on. And then we do this. This foot would come out a little bit. Like so. And it could even be pointing in different. From above, it would be like, you can't see me drawing down there. From above, originally I had the feet like this, but this foot's now doing this. It's kind of pointing out this way. Okay. So he's pronated his foot a little bit. And then that fixes, there's the knees. That fixes the issue with the balance. Let's see how it looks now. Yeah, we give a shit about this stuff, I know. And a lean would work as well, yeah. So I could have, to do a lean though, would be to put the weight on this front foot. But because the hands are in the pocket, you don't ever lean with your hands in your pocket, because if you make a mistake, your hands are in your pocket and there's a lot of teeth missing when you're done. So then we'd have to do this. Does that make sense? So yeah, you can do that, but it'd be like this. So you'd go from that, and you could do you could lean on this foot and then see all this gravity would come down on this foot, but that foot then needs to be more under the head. So what you do is you do that. So you bend that knee in. Can you still see what I'm doing? Yeah. And then this one might be out like this, you know, because the weight's not even on this one. It's just all about that. All the weight is just like right there, see? Okay, where were we? So we'll do that. And then I ended up with fat pants again because I still draw 90s pants, even though I don't wear myself. Let's say that he's got on some of those, just those amazing stretch pants that we all wear now, because God knows when those were invented. I would like to shake the hand of that woman or man. So yeah, there you go. Okay, but you can see how that feels. Turn it towards the screen a little bit. A little more. It's a little delayed. There you go. Yeah, anyway. So you can see that now all that weight is transferring onto that back heel. This foot's kind of not holding a lot of weight. We can even put some negative space in there. Okay. Yeah, and that fixes, so even in repose, you've got this nice line here. See this? Spine bends like that a little bit. And this is still doing this. And all that energy is going out the back of that. Oh, my watch says I need to breathe. Stupid watch. Okay. So let's go back to his new wool, smart wool sweater that Ford bought down at the marine shop because he got lost looking for apartments because he's divorced. Hey. Oh crap. I think I need to rename the strip. So yeah, so here we go. We go like that. We'll do that. Oh look, oh that got real thin. Look at that. That's nice. Unfinished cuffs, just with the a little bit of that, a little bit of that. There. Oh, there you go. That's nice. It goes up into there. And then what do we got here? He's over 40. A little bit of belly. Take away a little bit of that chest. It seems a little bit wishful thinking for it. Trying to talk me into drawing him with a bigger chest. I saw that. Get you back to a 42 regular. And then we'll do, oh, thank you, watch. Do that. Let's see, he's there. His pants are low. If you listen real closely, and if I would quit talking, you can hear Coco snoring in the background. Listen. Here. Kid didn't even get her walk yet. No, I don't have a place yet. I figure I should just sell the house first. So I'll be living in a van down by the river here pretty soon. You know, I don't know if I've thought about what kind of shoe guy or Ford is here. I put Norman Chuck Taylors and things like that all the time. I think Ford would be a little more stylish. Let's see. We just screwed up. We just gave him a sole, so he's got leather shoes on now. All right, whatever. So, Okay, we got that. We got that. Yeah, that. Yeah, it's not too bad. That feels a little weird there. Got a little crazy. Yeah, let's give him a little cartoon shadows here. Cartoon shadows. All right. Let's see, we got these new markers that my buddy sent me. Haven't used these much, so let's try them out. We'll first erase with our lovely little sumo grip. Get ready for this thing. And as we get closer to the bottom, it's not dry, it starts smearing, then you'll hear some bad words. But this paper's pretty thirsty, so it should dry quickly. The Bristol that I use to actually ink the strips is not as porous as this sketch paper is. But the sketch paper takes watercolors, all this sort of stuff. And so with watercolor paper and mixed media paper, you want something that sucks up more moisture so you don't have that stuff. And that's why you can start erasing immediately. Otherwise, with my Bristol, I have to go away for a while and like go walk the dog. Yeah, look at all these crumbs. Look at this thing. They're all over the floor. Creepy. Okay, what do we got here? Ford. Yeah. I don't know if I've used these on this paper before, so let's try them out first. Do a little, oh, that's a little yellow, but whatever. Well, let's see. Yeah, look how much it soaks stuff up. Does it go through? No. What was that strip? Oh, that was the Norm. I have a bad feeling about this. Wookie strip, yeah, that's right. This is coming later this year, the new line of Norm action figures. I had so much fun doing the Christmas one that started writing another one and then I stopped, but I've got work from home Norm, oops, car care Norm, yard work Norm, exercise Norm, laundry Norm. Yeah, there's the holiday action Norm. Oh, you're welcome. That was awesome. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to like these. I'm really scared to use this on his skin. So let's try this guy. I know this is peach, Caucasian, but I think we could use that and then supplement with some colored pencil or something because that feels way too dark. Oh, wait, here's a different one. Oh, there's like 4 of them. What was that? That was, does it have a name? Doesn't have a name. This one is like honky. Oh yeah, that's Gwyneth Paltrow. Okay. This one, oh yeah, that's not. Oh, there they are, fuchsia. This one's called Woody Brown. That's like a name of a character. My name's Woody Brown. Hey kids. Woody Brown. Okay. All right. I want to do a whole comic strip just based on Woody Brown. Yeah, see, that's just going to turn into like mush here. I'm not a big fan of markers. They're okay. Look at that. Eat all that streaking. Who wants streaking? This is why the water-based ones don't work as well. That's why you usually get the. Yeah, look at that. Look what I did. Start taking the paper off. Oh my God. The ones that aren't water-based don't do that. Still, they're cute. Great for sketching. Woody Brown. That one's called Lilac. This one's called Sky Blue. See how dark it is? Oh my God, no, see, look at the difference. It says it's gonna be like that, and then you get that on paper. No. I mean, I love it. These are my favorite. This is, oh, light sky blue. That's not even, okay. Anyway, that looks more like a blue jean. Yeah, see the streaking? I'm not a big fan of the streaking. Yeah, and it started to already pill up there. Okay, I think these are just for fun. These are fun pencils. Let's see, maybe a red shoe because he goes to work and he wears red shoes. Because everybody does now. How red is that? Oh, it's pretty red. I go to work and wear red shoes so people don't notice I'm old. That's like a Norm sweatshirt color. Oh yeah, look at that. That's sexy. That's called Prussian blue. Damn Russians. Oh yeah, that's just black on that paper. That won't work. Let's try. Oh, that's purple. It's called purple. That one's actually just called purple. Should put out markers for men. Purple, blue, yellow. Yeah, see, that's just crazy. All right. What color the shirt? Anybody? Well, there's only two of us here. What do you think? Oh, no, I can't do orange. Maybe yellow? Oh, that's really yellow. Wow, that's like Superman yellow. Oh, here you go. This is like an olive. What's it called? Sap green. Hey, kids. Here's yellow green. Let's see what the yellow green looks like. Yeah, that's Ford would never wear that. All right. Ooh, that's gonna be like, yeah, no, they called that one blue. This one's burgundy. Oh, okay, burgundy. Burgundy. More of a Norm color, but whatever. We'll make those streaks work somehow. Hang on here. Don't go away. God, it's so dark. Look at that. It's ridiculous. It's like bowling shoes. So here we'll get these out. Here's the Prismacolor. Here's what I'm digging from. I've got all these pens and pencils over there. Let's try this. So we're going to get these out. Prismacolors. Like a Warner Brothers cartoon, there's off-screen noises. We're just making meat over here. We could, lighten them up. Yeah, see that? Look what it did. Oh, I'm not happy about that. That's okay, it's a sketch. I'm not getting moody. That's a lie. One more. Okay, this is Rouge Carmidi. It's the exact same color. Oh, God. There we go. A little bit of subtlety, see. Let's go get that white again. Punch a little highlight on there. Oh, do you walk around just like whistling the theme to Sanford and Son all day like I do? Of all the shows from the 70s that I thought I would be thinking about constantly, it's Sanford and Son. Come on, Pops. I'm coming for you, Louise. Okay, there we go. See, get a little bit of color back. A little bit of. Yeah, that's annoying. What are we gonna do there? I think we have to lean into it. Put more white there. I was gonna originally. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm out of frame. I was originally gonna, work around that. All right, and we'll do this. I don't know if you can even see that, but do some texture there where the light hit it, right where his belly is. Those wrinkles. Okay. Yeah, no, there's definitely worse that shows, right, and oh, that's a great show. No, that's a wonderful show. It's just, of all the shows that I would identify with, the one about minorities that own a junk shop, no, I grew up in Central Illinois. I met a minority when I went to college, kind of a thing, it was like embarrassing. It's like, my folks should have taken me to Chicago at least once. But they were two farm kids who had left Nebraska and North Dakota. Hang on, one more here. I think they were just scared to death of the cities. We never went to Chicago when I was a kid, ever. I mean, who doesn't take their kids to Chicago? All right, let's see. This should do the, look at that. That's a nice shadow. See? You can do a nice little shadow there. My professional buddy, I wish I knew him better, but Tom Lichtenheld, who does children's books, works so much with colored pencils and mixed media. And he's done some just wonderful books, Rock and Stick and Goodnight Construction Site and a bunch of others. But I'd met him years ago at a American, what's that called? American Booksellers Association? ABA? Yeah, ABA. He was trying to help me figure out children's books back in 2006 when I was leaving the strip. I thought that's what I was going to go do next, was some film work and some children's books. And then I got hooked up with some animation and off I went. And I'll get back to it here. Hopefully once we get that estimate. But you see what's going on there? See how nice that is? Starting to settle in very nicely. Okay. The other thing we can do is we can, instead of putting the same color on top of that, we can also put other colors on top of things. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Complexity. Nice. I don't know what happened here. Oh man, look how old that one is. That's see, because, oh man, look how old these are. Okay, so this one's a Barrel Prismacolor, because Barrel used to own it. This is a Sanford Prismacolor, and this is a, well, it just says Prismacolor, but it's, who owns them now? Somebody owns them now. Who owns Prismacolor now? No, look at that, that's an old one too. These are super old. They're like 20 years old. Barrel, yeah, God, they all are. Oh, there it is, Prismacolor, and look at that, that's a great one. Lime Peel, that one's never been, that is factory sharpened. I forget who makes these now. Not Sakura. Anyway, I guess Prismacolor makes them. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, other people used to own them is what I'm getting at. This is a blender. Look. Mixier. Un couleur. Colorless blender. So you're supposed to be able to take this. It's just wax. You're supposed to take that and be able to like smooch it around and it like smooths everything out. Oh yeah. Sit here for 10 hours. That's what I did in college and high school. I used mixed media. Did a lot of landscapes. All right, let's see, what else can we do here? Let's put a little, that's purple. Let's do a little super dark blue, maybe. There's just a few that I grabbed out of a box. Oh, look at that one. That one's called Green Beachy. Green Bice. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let's put that in here. You know, if you're doing a Van Gogh, you put a little green in the skin. So let's put some green in the skin here. So it's a portrait of a sad artist. There you go. Look at that. Little wink to the masters there. Van Gogh. I had a, yeah, you can kind of see that, right? Yeah. I had a, what do you call that? A music teacher in junior high. Clem. Yeah, these are like all the old ones. That's weird. Barrels around anymore. He did, what did he do? He did, he always said, the reason I think of this guy, I can't remember his name. Got an A++ on my paper with Scott Pauly, who's a doctor now. So you're welcome, Scott, for your good grade. He's on the Beatles. But he would always say Bach. It was the first time I realized that some people were really into things. Whatever his name was, he was really into Bach. He tried to tell us how cool Bach was, and we were like, I don't know. And I'm only sad that I didn't take, they needed a more bassists in the orchestra. It was like, that would have been cool to learn how to play. Sad I didn't do that. Okay, we're gonna put a little color in there. Because these are blue jeans. Or supposed to be. Yeah, what was his name? Mr. something. That class was out of hand. Junior high was out of hand. Junior high sucked. We should all have to go through junior high again before we die. Oh wait, that's your 40s. Never mind. Actually does happen. There you go. Look at that. See a little bit of blue on top of that purple. That looks good. It's getting complex now, right? You'd buy this and say it was a children's book. Oh, perfect. Okay. Oh my God. Give me an award. Mm-hmm. Oh, where's my blender? I always use my finger instead of the blender. Let's see, there's the blender. Blender. Yeah, see, it makes everything too smooth. It makes things plastic, so I like my finger better because it just kind of pushes stuff around. See, if I push it out of the drawing, you can see what it's doing there. See that big schmudge? Yeah. Almost dropped a pencil. Let's see, let's go get a white one again. Look, see, every time I pull one of the white ones out, they're not sharpened. There's like 5 white ones in here. The ones I sharpened. There you are. Yeah, there it is. Boots McGee. Dora the Explorer. Yeah, there it is. My kids and I say that all the time. What's our other phrase we use? It was from Dora the Explorer. We use another one. a little texture in the pants there. We were like, oh no, it's so textury. He must be an illustrator. He did texture. He's not doing a 4-color print process. He's a son of a bitch. He's an artist. Okay. There you go. Look at all that texture. See? So much texture. What else we got here? I think that's about it. I think need a little design on the shoe. Do a little design on the shoe, like he's got a design on the shoe. I don't know why it would look like that, but it does. That looks pretty cool. Like it's a whale design or something. Thing, and we go get this one's called Bright Violet. Yeah, where did I get these? These are like all old. So weird. When it was at SCAD, they were just, or at SCAD, they were just dumping art supplies on me, and that's where so much of this stuff came from. Sure. Oh, that's a cool pair of shoes, Ford. You're a dude, man. I would wear those. I should design shoes. Look at this. Another one. This one's called Blue Pale. Oh, yeah. Light blue. Oh, I'm reading the. Oh, no, this is a Crayola. This is one of my kids. Well, let's get it in there. Let's get a little bit of Crayola in there. That's hilarious. That's one of the kids' old. So cute. Yeah, there's like no problem with Crayola is they don't mix very well because there's no wax in them. Yeah, that didn't work. So let's put a little more. Here's silver. Oh yeah, Ford's got silver shoes on, man. Look at that. The guy is going to Casablanca. How long have we been on? Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, 45 minutes. Wow, you get one drawing in 45 minutes. That's what I do. So, we'll do another one of these very soon for February. Let's get a little more on that. You know what we need? We need this guy. This one's super chalky. There's no, oops, you can't see it. There's no, this is what I use on all my sanity sketches. There's no wax in it, so it just drops graphite down very quickly. Yeah. Let's do that here. Boop. And there's so much wax on there. And I'm gonna use a highlighter here. All right, well, Robin, I imagine what we're going to do next is get stuff mailed out to everybody because it's almost February. And very exciting. This will be archived in the YouTube Archives of Natural History, right next to Cat playing piano. And here we go. So, you're welcome for that. purple in there because purple makes no sense except for spectrally. Makes all the sense in the world. Look at a photo sometime, you'll go, what the fuck's purple doing with green? But it's always in there. That's what makes life real. A little bit of purple. Purple's the last color before brown. What do we got here? Look at this one. This is called cold gray medium. What's that look like? Oh yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for coming. The Ford sketch is forever in. Let's do this. Is in the sketchbook of love here. And this one's closing out. It's all full. This is 2019. It's all filled up. Oh, I haven't done that strip yet. That one's coming about head trauma. And then I've got just a few pages left here of this until we go to the next one. I got two pages left. And then we, what's that? And then we go on to the next here. Some Norm Boynton sketches. Some Susie Durkin sketches. The unused book there. So thanks for coming. And we'll see you in a week or two for the next one. And I appreciate hanging out with you. I hope this wasn't too boring and you enjoyed seeing 20-year-old colored pencils being properly recycled into a recyclable book. Until the next time, always remember to tell all your friends how much you love the norm and that they need to also love the norm with their patronage, because it's important that I ask you to do that all the time for some reason. Let's see, how do I turn this off? Oh, there it is, the exit button. Thanks again. See you soon.